Welcome to the Nurture Nature Center's monthly opportunity for looking up into the night sky. March 2025 is packed with a plethora of astronomical possibilities. Before we dive in for a detailed look at what promises to be an exciting month for skywatchers, you may still have one last chance to see the planetary alignment that peaked on February 28th. Shortly after sunset, you have the chance to observe all 8 planets in our solar system. Extending from the closest to the horizon in the west, there is Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, Mars, and of course, looking beneath your very feet is our home, the Earth. Although you will need binoculars to make out Uranus and Neptune, it's quite uncommon that all planets are visible at the same time, so be sure to take a look while you still can. As you become adept at searching for the planets right after the sun falls beneath the western horizon, you won't want to miss Mercury when it reaches its highest point away from the sun. Typically a challenge to see, it will be clearly visible near the much brighter Venus on March 8th. After that, it will quickly travel closer to the sun again and out of sight once more. If you miss it on the 8th, remember, you'll also be missing an hour of sleep on the 9th when we go back to daylight savings time. So stock up on your sleep in the first 2 weeks of March, because you may just have another sleepless night on the evening of the 13th and 14th to enjoy a total lunar eclipse. Starting just before midnight Eastern Standard Time and peaking around 3 a.m., this month's lunar eclipse promises to be spectacular as the moon enters the full shadow of the Earth. Hope for a clear night so you can enjoy the highly anticipated rust red color of the moon as it enters into the full shadow of the Earth. For those longing for more sunshine, March 20th is a day for celebration. As our planet continues to make its way around the sun on its annual journey, we will once again experience the vernal equinox, or the first day of spring. This is one of only 2 days in the entire year when everyone on Earth experiences the same length of daylight and darkness. In the northern hemisphere, our daylight hours will continue to increase until the first day of summer in June. You may have heard of the 110 objects compiled by the astronomer Charles Messier in the 18th century. He created his catalog to keep track of objects that weren't comets, which is what he was really looking for. Ever since then, this Messier catalog has been a favorite list of targets for astronomers to view and study. Each year in March, all 110 objects can be seen at the same time. March 22nd happens to be the best day this year to try to view them all in one night. The following day, on the 23rd, a disappearing act begins. The most famous ringed planet in our solar system, Saturn, will lose its rings. Well, not really. As the giant gas planet rotates on its axis and revolves around the sun, something interesting happens about every 15 years. The rings will lie along the same plane as our view of the planet. So from our vantage point, they disappear from sight for several months. But don't worry, they're still there, and we'll see them again. The past few years have brought incredible excitement across our nation with 2 total eclipses of the sun. With those events still fresh in our minds, a slightly less dramatic event will unfold on the morning of March 29th. It may be possible for you to see a partial solar eclipse at daybreak. The further east you are, the better your chances of seeing it at sunrise. Use caution when viewing it, and you may just catch a fleeting glimpse of the moon passing in front of the sun as it rises for the day. Finally, at the end of the month on March 31st, you have a chance to see Makemake. Perhaps you're less familiar with the name of this dwarf planet. You may be more familiar with its cousin, Pluto. Makemake is at its brightest and highest point around midnight. Even though it's located way out in the Kuiper Belt, strong binoculars are all you'll need to see this dwarf planet while thinking of the other similarly classified bodies in our solar system. We hope you'll take advantage of the many opportunities in March of looking up and seeing some remarkable sights. Thank you for watching, and thanks to the Nurture Nature Center for promoting this video.